I mean, I'm just gonna have to risk it, right? We move Jeff and we play Hulk and we just just let the dice fly. And if we get zapped, we get zapped. All right, let's do it. And we didn't get zapped. Incredible.
What's up, noobs? I'm Greener. This is Greener Gaming. Log in and let's go.
All right, so are you guys still on the grind to infinite? I just hit infinite today myself. Kind of been taking my time with it, you know. What's the rush, right? And I was surprised to find that even still, like the high evolutionary shell of a deck is still like the best way to get to infinite. Because I was playing like a bunch of different decks, having various degrees of success with them, but I'd always come back to this high evolutionary shell. I sort of wanted to have a theme for this deck, so we're calling it the high tech deck because there are a lot of tech cards in here, and I'm gonna try to make a case for every card in the deck to somehow explain how it's a tech card. All right, so let's go through the deck really quick. So we have Sunspot in here. After each turn, gain +1 power for each unspent energy. So how is this a tech card? Well, it's a tech card against things like Goliath, because you put this in a lane early and it just keeps scaling up over and over the course of the game. So you don't have to worry about, you know, your last turn plays. We also have Nebula in here. Each turn your opponent doesn't play a card here, +2 power, except the turn you play this. So how is this a tech card? Well, this is, I guess, sort of like more of a control card. You put it in a lane and it forces the enemy to play into that lane. And you can just abandon that lane anytime you want, right? Because it's just a 1/1. It's a 1/1 that does so much. One of my favorite cards in the game. I love Nebula. Because yeah, you pop her in a lane and they have two choices to make. They can either keep playing to that lane and eventually clog it, and then you can just drop a Hulk there later, maybe. Or they let you scale up in power. Especially if you drop like an armor on the lane, then they can't just like, you know, Killmonger it later. It's great. We have Misty Knight in here. This is part of the high evolutionary package, right? If you have unspent energy, she gives +1 to a random card on your side. How is this a tech card? Well, because again, with these 3 1-drops in this deck, they're all scaling. So your Sunspot scales from unspent energy, your Nebula scales over the course of the game if the enemy doesn't play there, and Misty Knight scales by just buffing up everything on your board. Okay, so the actual first tech card of the of the deck, we have Luke Cage in here. Ongoing, your cards can't have their power reduced. I love this card. I know he's pretty much everywhere right now in the meta, especially with the release of Man-Thing. Nobody wants to get negative power. Tons of people are taking a Luke Cage, and I would recommend putting him in pretty much any deck you have, because there's nothing worse than like giving your opponent like a free abomination, right? Or, you know, just getting blasted out by like a Cyclops or like a Man-Thing. Another one of my favorite cards in the game, we have Armor. Ongoing, cards at this location can't be destroyed. So even though Goliath was nerfed, which I'm glad it was nerfed, but not the nerf I was hoping for. They just reduced his power a little bit. The effect is still there though. But yeah, Armor is basically one of the biggest ways to counter that. Also really good against destroy decks. So we have Jeff, also one of the best cards in the game. You can move this once, nothing can stop you from moving or playing this to any location. How is this a tech card? Well, because it techs against the locations themselves, right? Because there are so many locations that you can't play into, and then you just play Jeff and you can move him wherever you want. All right, going down the line here, we have Cosmo. Ongoing, on-reveal abilities won't happen in this location. Like the 2 best tech cards in this deck, I do believe, are Armor and Cosmo, because they shut down so much stuff, right? Armor, obviously, for the destroy stuff and the Goliaths. Cosmo also counters Goliath, which is great. And I know I've been talking a lot about Goliath because I hate that card so much. I know some people love him. I hate him. Absolutely hate him. So Cosmo's the best. You put armor in one lane with like your one drops that scale. Then you put Cosmo in another lane, and that's like the lane you can like drop a Hulk in. Also, I mean, I like Shang-Chi as a card, but he's very annoying, and Cosmo just shuts that down completely. So we have Cyclops in here, another part of your high evolutionary package. If you have unspent energy, he gives -1 to 2 random enemies in that lane. Hey, how are you going to spin this as a tech card? Okay, because it gives negative energy to the dudes over on the... Let's move on. So we have high evolutionary in here, obviously. This is the linchpin of the entire deck. At the start of the game, unlock the potential of your cards with no abilities. Yeah, I mean, how is this a tech card? Well, it's because it makes all your bad cards good, is how. That's why. Because I said so is why. We have Dr. Doom in here. On reveal, add a 5 power Doombot to each other location. And I'm going to say this is a tech card in the sense that for a similar reason to Jeff, you get into locations that you normally wouldn't be able to get into, but also if you have priority, you can play around Goliath. You can drop it in the armor lane and you know it's not going to get destroyed. And then you still get 5 power in each of the other lanes. We have Chavez in here, starts at the bottom of your deck. Draw this on turn 6. How is this a tech card? Well, it techs against drawing badly. You're guaranteed a powerful play on turn 6 if you don't have anything else. Plus, it ups the likelihood that you're going to draw into your other cards. I mean, I think this is actually one of like the highest win rate cards in the entire game. Like, you put Chavez in your deck and your deck just gets like exponentially better. And then, of course, we have the Hulk smash. I couldn't remember what his secret ability was for a second. When you end a turn with unspent energy, +2 power, if in hand or in play. So you might be wondering, hey, how is Hulk a tech card? Well, it techs against losing the game. That's how it's teched. Because it's just a giant card, and a lot of the time he's like 14, 16, 18 power. You're losing a lane? Nope. Put the Hulk down there, you just instantly flip it. You know, some games you want to go wide with like Dr. Doom stuff. Some games you want to go tall. And Hulk is like the perfect card for that, especially like I said earlier, if you play it in a Cosmo lane. So that's pretty much the deck. Also, another reason why this is one of the best decks to get to infinite with, because it's so easy to play. You don't have to think, you don't have to, hey, just turn your brain off and just play cards. No strategy necessary. So if you want to get to infinite, you want to turn your brain off, this is the deck you want to be playing. Hey, by the way, if you're new here, why don't you hit that subscribe button for a guy, huh? Hey, it's just a click for you. It means the world to me. I'm sorry my voice is so haggard. I've been having voice problems a lot lately. All right, let's get into the games. Well, I guess we chill. Jeff Gaming for sure. Okay, double Jeff Gamer. All right. I see you. I mean, Sunspot's great on Nidavellir. Actually, so is Luke Cage. And then we just chill. Okay, Rock Slide. So he's playing some Darkhawk stuff. Pretty cool. Honestly, we could just double down and just play armor in this lane. Because we can move Jeff out anytime, right? Yeah, I like this. Well, We can't play into Vibranium Mines because that Darkhawk will just get huge. I could risk it and just play Nebula. Because looks like they've abandoned mid. What I really need is for them not to have a card that counters a Hulk. This is tough, man. Because, like, I can't flip Vibranium Mines because as soon as I do, Darkhawk's going to get gigantic. All right, let's see it. Get zapped. I mean, I'm just going to have to risk it, right? We move Jeff, and we play Hulk, and we just... just let the dice fly, I think. And if we get zapped, we get zapped. All right, let's do it. And we didn't get zapped. Incredible. Okay, let's chill. Jeff into Muir Island's really good. We could go Cyclops into Muir Island to try to counteract the, the scaling. Then we could probably go Cosmo Baxter Building to try to get the +3. So they're playing Kitty Bounce. I kind of like this. And then we float again for the debuff. I don't think we need Luke Cage this game. Interesting that they played Wave. I mean, Bounce is a deck where you want to play multiple cards, right? So we just play Hulk here and win? What do they do? Nothing is the answer. They lose. Yeah, I think I like Misty Knight here. I do like Sunspot into the armor. Although, since they have Jeff and we don't have our own Jeff, maybe I go armor over here. Leaves me pretty vulnerable to a Killmonger, though, if they have it.
Wind aid my hand.
We could go Cyclops into the flooding. I mean, pretty much always guarantees a win in this lane at least. They could have Juggernaut though. If they have Juggernaut, Killmonger. Quake? Really? Okay. Can't play anything. We just full float here? And then go for the Dr. Doom? I mean, what else do we do, right? Just have to hope they don't have Killmonger. Yeah, I mean, Doom... They reveal first, though, so if they have Goliath, we lose. But anything else, we usually win.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
The Captain Marvel interactions always blow my mind, dude. They like never work the way you want them to. Oh, Jotunheim's so gross, man. I hate that location. Fucking Nebula and Jotunheim. Okay. Bro, I have so many low-cost cards. Where I drew all the back into my deck. Well, I think maybe we go armor here so we get the buff. And then we go Cosmo. Bounce the Silk out of here. They don't have Kraven down, so no real risk. Jessica Jones. I think Cyclops is the play. Well, I guess we can go Cyclops Jeff. This might be a Doom game. Actually, no, Cyclops is going to get pulled to Asteroid M. Yeah. Okay, so they know they've won Jotunheim, so they're going to play to Asteroid M. Or are they? I mean, if I go like this... Sort of... No, I can't go like that. Because of Cosmo. What do we do here? Because, like, Pet Mansion's so easily flipped. So maybe they think they've won Jotunheim. So they're going to play for Pet Mansion. In which case, I could play for Jotunheim. Because they're not going to expect it. But if they play for Asteroid M... Well, they have a chance of bouncing Silk out. Silk bounces out. So they're going to play for Pet Mansion. So we play for Jotunheim. Rock, paper, scissors rules, am I right? Why would you play Shang-Chi, though, in Pet Mansion? Just to play a card, I guess? Okay. We, Misty Knight here. I guess the Luke Cage counteracts the peak, right?
Wind, aid my hand.
Right, but the cost for the cost increase is still a thing. Oops. Well, we hope we win flooding with Nebula. All right, so we go Cyclops here. Well, I guess Jeff into Doom, right? I mean, I don't even have to move Jeff. I just have to hope they don't have Eliath. Then we go Doom to cover all three. Don't have Eliath. Easy peasy, baby. Let's go. Nice. I think we start with Nebula, right? Do we go Misty Knight as well? I mean, depends on what they have. Forge. What are they playing with Forge? Well, I guess we're going Cyclops here. I mean, we could go Jeff, I guess, and toss out a Sunspot. We could just play armor. Do I play Luke Cage? I don't want to move anything over here. Obviously because of the Craven. Do I want to put the power mid into Sunspot? Yeah, I think this is fine. Wait. They're just locked up. Is this a bot? I think this might be a bot. We just win, right? No matter what. Yeah, like he plays Heimdall here. You know what, though? Sometimes you just gotta take the wins against bots. Okay, so I know high Evo decks are not like the most exciting, right? Because they're a little bit boring. But like I said at the top of the video, if you want a good, reliable deck to get you to infinite, because I don't know about you, the only thing I care about is getting the card back, right? Everything else is just gravy. But if you want an easy card back, you don't want to think too hard, you just want to basically play an AFK game, then yeah, this is the deck you want to be playing, man. It's not flashy, but it'll get you where you need to go. But don't take my word for it. Try the deck out for yourself. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. Hey, if you like this video, why don't you click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And anyway, GG.